Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, I'm glad you're here. My name's John Clayton. I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic, and I've been clean and sober since February 21st, 2021. Now, yeah, I just actually had a clean day just passed recently. Okay, so January 23rd, wow. My lens is a little dirty. Yeah. Give my Cyclops eye a clear view. Okay, here we go. Being authentic. More and more we are comfortable just being ourselves. We appear in the world exactly as we are. Living Clean, Chapter 2, Connection to Ourselves. Some members describe authenticity as being our real selves in the real world. Addiction makes our world smaller. Our self-centeredness was so powerful that we found it harder and harder to show concern for what was happening around us. The basic text says, we suffer from a disease that expresses itself in ways that are antisocial, and many of us eventually found ourselves living lives that involved a minimal interaction with others, especially anyone who wasn't using. In recovery, our connection to the world around us grows, no longer trapped by our obsession and compulsion to use drugs and free from the fear of being exposed as addicts. Most of us are able to pursue our genuine interests in ways we couldn't before getting clean. And, we become involved in our own lives, in our families, and in our communities. Whether we are exploring a new hobby, seeking further education, or serving those around us through volunteer efforts, addicts in recovery find that we can follow our passions and curiosities wherever they might lead us. As people who had been held hostage by the disease of addiction for so long, the newfound freedom to discover who we are and what we care about can lead us on unexpected journeys. Being authentic is not just good for me, it's good for the world around me. To connect with the world, I will begin by connecting with my own interests and passions. Yeah, wow. That's uh that's true, for me in the sense that, since I've been clean and sober, it's been extremely important for me to try and figure out ways of establishing myself in the world so that way when I am on my deathbed, the rest of my life wasn't for nothing. And the hardest part about this whole thing is that, for one, I don't have a clue really in what I'm doing, and even though I grew up without any real guidance, now that I'm a full-grown adult, I guess you could say. I mean, I'm 53. I guess I've been an adult for a long time, but I don't know if I would have called myself that, while I was still in active addiction, because, I didn't do nothing for nothing, and the worst part for me too is that the more I think about it, is the more sick it makes me feel, and how wasteful I spent the first 50 years of my life. And now that I'm kind of aware of what I want to do, or maybe I'm not, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, but, I'm trying to, I got I got all these different YouTube channels that I've started that I'm, trying to stay consistent on, and everything I'm doing by myself, and well, basically for myself, I guess. You know, in means of maybe hopefully one day getting my channels monetized, and then I can actually start making a few extra dollars on from ad revenue being shown on my channels. But considering the amount of views and watch hours that I've got so far, and you know, even if I look at myself and I ask myself, would I watch my videos? And I'll be honest, honestly, I don't know if I would or not, because, well, for one, I have a really difficult time being on camera. I mean, I'm doing a lot better now than when I first started, but still, though, I mean, I I don't, well, in my opinion, I don't feel that I come across really any more professional than when I first started, and the fact that I've got these minor things that are also making me think about it conscientiously is the fact that okay, well, I'm having trouble with my eyes right now, right? So because I need to get my eyes re-examined and get some glasses, which for one isn't cheap. Two, it's the fact that every time I smile or I look at myself in the mirror and and I look at my face and and there's no teeth, and I miss having teeth, to be honest. I mean, and I do actually have teeth, between with all the people who I managed to get help me pay for the teeth, and then on top of that, I still had to come up with almost $1,800 out of my own pocket, on top of what everybody else helped me with, and so I have teeth. It's just I can't wear them. For one, they make me gag and choke, and it's really hard to, and I know you have to get used to them before they get comfortable, but I tried for a whole day once, and by the end of the day I just had a sore mouth. And I even went as far as to buy these teeth off the internet, and well, that didn't work out. You were supposedly could smile with them, and you could eat with them, and when I finally got them, they were so thin, and they weren't what they were supposed to be. At least I don't think they were. And I didn't think I was going to be able to, but thank God, I did get my money back on it, even though I couldn't get a hold of the company, which doesn't make much sense. But at least I got my money back. But still, though, I know if I had. Oh, and so I didn't. After that, I figured, okay, well, I'll try my teeth again, and freak, it hurt to just put them in my mouth. And if they shave them down any thinner, then then they won't hold together. So no matter what, I can't use them. Totally sucks. But I know that if I had a mouth, a set of teeth in my face, that for one, my words would probably be a lot clearer in my speech. I wouldn't feel like I have to exercise my face so much as I'm trying to actually clearly pronunciate words, which is pretty tough to do without any teeth. It's weird. But anyhow, I don't know. I'm trying every day. I'm trying to just to accomplish. I'm busy every single day, and I like what I'm doing. especially with these couple of recovery channels, and then my couple of other channels, which is more for entertainment slash educational, which are just little short videos on either animal species or different types of birds. Or right now I'm doing these ones where I'm creating these everyday items, that everyday objects, and bringing them to life, where they tell you some kind of message, whether it be safety wise or educational. And it's kind of neat. They're cute. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate every one of you. If nobody's told you today that they love you, well, I love you. And, you know, you introduce some people to the channel. Maybe it'll help, get some more people to come check me out. Or even give me some ideas of how or what I can do to make it better. Or, or tell me what you would do, to make it engaging for, make it engaging for people. Okay, bye for now.